in my mother's house. That is what we're talking about today on Mother's Day. Mother's Day is always, I think, kind of a fraught holiday because not all of us got the nurturing we needed from the mothers who gave us birth or who reared us. And sometimes it can kind of feel like not a pleasant thing to be told, oh, Happy Mother's Day. Some mothers lose children. Some mothers lose touch with children. There's all kinds of reasons that it's difficult. But here's the deal. With our earthly mothers, sometimes we get what we need, and sometimes we don't. As earthly mothers, sometimes we're able to give what is needed, and sometimes we just aren't. But there is the great mother that we call Mother Earth. You can call Mother God, you can call the divine feminine, many, many names for it, but it is that nurturing presence that provides bounty and care for all of us. And we all have that mother. We all live in that mother's house. And all of that is provided. So what is our job to do if we feel not so connected with our earthly mothers? Number one is to get mothering, right? We all have mothering available to us, to accept mothering from others. If we go, nope, my mom has to give it to me or I don't want it, then you might never get it. But if you say, no, my mom wasn't able, but there are these other people in my life, often other women who have taken me and maybe in just one area of my life nurtured in some way. Have you all had that? I know you have. I know you have, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. It's the divine feminine, whether it's working through a woman or a man or a non-binary person. It doesn't matter. It's the divine feminine that is the thing. So we have to learn to accept that from others. And then we also have to learn to give it to ourselves, because ultimately we are here to nurture ourselves. If we think it's someone else's job and that they're not doing it right, then we have every right to die miserable. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Or do you want to say, you know what? I know what I need, and I'm going to make sure that I get it. I'm going to make sure that I get it because I value life so much. My life, the life of Mother, the life of the earth. So we start to seek out those qualities, and we nurture those qualities within ourselves. So today for Mother's Day, I am speaking about Mother Earth in particular. So this is a warning, consider it a disclaimer. I am a tree hugger, unapologetically a tree hugger. And sometimes I get chiggers from hugging the trees. And that's part of Mother Earth too, right? We don't always want to accept all of it, but Mother Earth, Earth Mother, is our ideal mother. It is, Mother Earth is impartial. Mother Earth does not prefer you to someone else or someone else to you. Mother Earth loves unconditionally, provides unconditionally, allows unconditionally. So you're given space to make your decision about this. Mother Earth is giving. It's what she does. Are you accepting? Are you putting yourself in a position to receive? Mother Earth doesn't complain, and Mother Earth can be hurt. So, how can we allow ourselves to be loved by our Mother Earth? And then the other question is, how can we love Mother Earth? And it has a lot to do with our attitudes. And just with paying attention, with noticing. So I'm going to talk about the 6 senses that we have that we can use to accept love from Mother Earth, right? Our sense of sight. We can begin to see things that we ordinarily don't see. How many times when you step out of your house on your way to your driveway to get in the car to go to the place you need to go, do you take a moment and look at the green underneath your feet and the canopy of leaves overhead and the plants that are all around? Do you see the squirrels running up the trees? Do you see the dog being walked? Do you see the people who are part of Mother Earth just as you are, as I am, as we are? Do you see it? Look up. We so often don't look up. And sometimes we don't look down either. What is under our feet? Holy ground. Look around at the colors. Every single color that exists in Mother Nature. And every color that we see, that we create in art or in clothing or in decor, every single color that we create is an imitation of a color that exists in nature. And so we are, in a way, honoring Mother Earth when we create art with our colors. So take a look around and see the sky. What color was the sky this morning? Anybody know? I spent some time on my walk looking up at the sky, and I saw so many different colors. There were these gray clouds that were right overhead with like no blue breaking through. But in the east, there was, from the horizon to about this high from where I was standing, there was this beautiful yellow sun filtering through some white clouds. And above it was this line of gray that nothing could be seen. And then a little bit to the east, I could see blue starting to break through and got an idea if we may have a blue sky today. What color blue? Gray blue? I don't know. Look up, look down, look all around, because we forget. We have that sense. We have the ability to receive this love from Mother Earth, all of the beauty. As the song says, there is beauty breaking through the storm. There's wonder. There's love in all its wonder, but we don't see it if we don't open our eyes to it. I think that's why Jesus the Christ said over and over again, let you who have eyes to see, let him who has ears to hear. Because obviously, although most of us have eyes and ears, we're not using them in a way that allows our senses to receive the love that is being offered, the love in all its wonder, taking form right around us, not somewhere else, not in the mountains, not at the ocean, yeah, there too, but right in your own front yard. Another sense is the sense of touch, the sense of feel. I really, really recommend that every now and then, it would be cool if it would happen every day, but every now and then, take your shoes off and stand on the ground and feel the grass between your toes. Take a moment to actually connect with Mother Earth. You are standing on holy ground. You are always standing on holy ground. But sometimes the act of taking off your shoes, and that happened in the Bible with Moses on the mountain. He was told, take off your shoes because you're standing on holy ground. What was that about? Was that you're going to foul this ground and it won't be holy anymore? No. It's about feel that you are on holy ground. Be able to acknowledge with your body that you are on holy ground. We can ground ourselves. We can feel the love that is coming toward us. We can feel the sun, and we can not judge it. I'm not saying I'm able to do that every day, because I have this thing about it's hot. But when I allow myself to go, oh, this is sun. This is providing light. This is providing energy. This is providing life. If the sun ever decided not to shine, we would not be able to live. And so I like to pick and choose what kind of sun I like and how much and what temperature it is. But the reality is Mother Earth gives, and we either accept and receive or we ignore and are poorer because of it. Feel the rain. The moment the rain starts, instead of running for an umbrella, allow yourself to feel it for a minute. Feel the cool breeze or the warm breeze. Feel the trees, the roughness of the bark, the smoothness of flower petals. Feel the stones, their weight. The indigenous tribes talk about the stones holding the memories, that they've been here the longest, that they hold the memories of all of time, of all people everywhere. See, feel, and hear. If you have ears to hear, listen. Listen, because we all hear, but we don't all listen. And, I listen, but not all the time. Not all the time. And yet, so much of the time, what I hear is like background noise, and it's annoyance because I'm concentrating on something else. But what if I just turn my attention to what is actually here? What is going on? I hear birds. I hear people. Ooh, people are annoying, right? People are part of Mother Earth. If we begin to see them that way, if we begin to see that we are and they are and we are one, which is the whole point of this, right? It's about oneness. It's about oneness. When we can begin to see that, to know that, we can hear with different ears. We hear dogs barking in the distance and we appreciate who they are. We hear water running or lapping. We hear these things. I had an indigenous teacher in seminary who, I asked him because he was a Lakota pipe carrier, very, very devoted to his religion, and he lived in New York City. And I said, how do you stand that? How do you reconcile that? And he opened his arms wide and said, these are my canyons. Oh. Just because stone has been turned into brick or formed into a different shape doesn't make it not stone anymore. His way of seeing the city allowed him to breathe in a place that I would say, I don't want to live there. I like to visit every now and then. And yet, he was able to do that. So, another sense, the sense of smell. We tend to really label and judge what we smell. Dogs don't. I read somewhere that there are no bad smells to a dog. And I can pretty much, when I take my dog walking in the mornings, I can say there's nothing that she shies away from, not a single thing. But smell the grass, fresh cut grass. Smell the water, you can smell water. Smell flowers, smell fruits, smell the foods that are provided for you. That is Mother Earth. Something's cooking in the kitchen, that's Mother Earth, something from the earth being prepared for you or that you're preparing for yourself. Inhale and appreciate. Smell the trees. Smell springtime. Spring has its own smell. Fall has its own smell. Start to appreciate just by seeing differently, hearing differently, feeling differently, paying attention to the smells and to the taste. That is the bounty of all the earth, all the tastes. The coffee that I had this morning, bounty from the earth. Thank you, God. And y'all should thank God too, because if I hadn't had it, this would not be the same. This would not be going that well, right? Lunch today, I want to taste it. How often do we put food in our mouths and we don't even taste it? Because I got to get on to the next thing. I'm just getting this done so I can do the next thing. Taste it. Take a moment to taste it and thank Mother Earth. And then I'm going to tell you about your sixth sense, which is the sense that brings all of this together, and that is our sense of the sacred. When we begin to have a sense of the sacred in our lives, in our daily lives, then all of these things come to us. We suddenly are able to listen rather than just hear, to truly see rather than just pass by, to truly take in what we feel, what we taste, what we smell. A sense of the sacred. And that sense is what imbues every single other sense with light, with life, with joy, and with peace. Peace is when we know we are at one. That is actually peace. And we're not going to know that if we're not paying attention. And so we start using our sense of the sacred, and we employ that sense every day. So these are ways that we can allow Mother Earth to love us, that we can receive the love that is already being given. We're not making it happen. It's already there, but we're able to take it in. We're able to take it in. So then how do we love our mother? Ooh, this is the part that might get a little preachy, just saying. How can we develop a healthy relationship with Mother Earth? Thich Nhat Hanh says, we will not just say, I love him very much, but instead, I will do something so that he will suffer less. The mind of compassion is truly present when it is effective in removing another's suffering. Now, I'm going to say the earth herself is not suffering, but we are killing things on the earth that will not allow us to live. And if we are one with Mother Earth, then yes, the earth is definitely suffering. The earth is definitely suffering. So we accept the gifts, right? We begin to learn to use our sense of the sacred to allow us to accept the gifts of Mother Earth, and then it is our responsibility to use them appropriately. So what can I do to love? Because the point is that we're connected. I'm going to read from Thich Nhat Hanh again. I really went down a Thich Nhat Hanh rabbit hole this week. The world is not a problem to be solved. It is a living being to whom we belong. The world is part of our own self, and we are part of its suffering wholeness. And until we go to the root of our image of separateness, there can be no healing. And the deepest part of our separateness from creation lies in our forgetfulness of its sacred nature, which is also our own sacred nature. So what can you do to love Mother Earth? Remember that you are not separate. Remember that we are not separate. Acknowledge these senses. Give thanks for all of the ways that we're being nurtured. And then, like any mother, if you want to love your mother, you got to pay a little attention to her, right? That's what all of this using our senses, including the sense of the sacred, is about. It's just about paying attention rather than ignoring. Recognize our relations. Recognize that this is our mother, and that within that mother is all of our relations. We don't pick and choose. We would like to pick and choose, but we can't really, because we are all related. We don't exist as separate beings. We only exist in interbeing with everything else. You would not exist if everything else, every single thing that has happened in the last 13 billion years in the cosmos, if it hadn't happened, you wouldn't be here. Think about that for a moment. You are the culmination of all that. And speak. Call your mother. Speak to her. Pray. Give thanks. Look out for her. Pay attention. Don't steal from her or any of your relations. In other words, don't take more than your share. Be aware that there are others who don't have as much. And don't take more than your share, perhaps, of water, of fuel, of pure air. And don't lie to yourself. There's a commandment. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself that you actually exist separately. Because, again, I'll say we're not killing Mother Earth, but we might kill ourselves. And it's really easy because that is a very uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to face. And it's easy to ignore it or pretend it's not really happening. And I'm not talking doom and gloom here. I'm saying I don't know the way out, but I know that I have to exercise everything at my disposal. I have to do what's mine to do. And only you know what's yours to do. What's mine to do might not be what's yours to do. One thing I want to bring to mind is to understand the word dispose. We use a lot of things that are disposable. Dispose means apart. Dis means apart, right? And ponere, to put in place, to put someplace apart, to dispose. Does it go away when you dispose of it? No, it does not. It goes away from you. But it does not disappear. So now you're taking what's your karma and you're putting it on someone else, perhaps. Just saying. So anytime we use something that's a single-use thing that has to be thrown away, we can just begin to be aware that there is no away. Away doesn't exist. Away is just somewhere on the earth or in the sky or in the water. Those are the places that we put things away. I'm going to throw it away. I've thrown it away. Away to where? Away to where someone else lives. Some animal, some tree, some human. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Yep, we all have heard that. Reduce. Stop using so much stuff. Do you need it? Reuse. If you have one, keep using it. Don't get rid of it and get another one because the second one is prettier. Or if you do get rid of it, give it away, throw it away. Give it away means someone else receives and someone else has something that they didn't have before, rather than you're putting your trash karma in someone else's life. So recycling is the last resort, not the first resort. Oh, I recycle, everything's fine. Well, everything's not fine because we're still creating more and more and more and more stuff that can't be thrown away. So we break down the boxes. Whatever you're called to do. I'm just saying some things I do. You know what you're called to do. And I'm not saying we can do all of it. There are lots of things that I don't do that I prefer to ignore. But I know what I'm called to do. So compost the organic waste. Stop poisoning her. If you love your mother, you will stop poisoning her. We will not buy products that stay in the ground for 7 generations and continue to poison the water and the ground. Think. That's it. Just think. Begin to think about what it is, what we do. Eating vegetarian is a very, very good way to help the planet. I don't eat only vegetarian. I eat a lot of vegetables, but I don't eat only vegetarian. That's a decision that I've made. I haven't been called yet to eat in that way, or I was for a long time, and then about 7 years ago, I started having these physical cravings and decided to honor my body in that way, even though I know it's not best for Mother Earth. So we are all a little bit hypocritical. And I certainly can be. Just reuse things. I impose my karma on you here at the church by not allowing paper plates, much to the dismay of the people who work in the kitchen. And I'm here to tell you again, I will do the dishes. Leave them for me, and I'm happy to do them, actually. I'm happy to do them. But I would rather that than have something to throw away and throw away and throw away and throw away. And when you get a compostable plate and you feel good about yourself, are you putting it in the compost or are you putting it in a plastic trash bag that goes into the landfill? Because it's not composting. It's not. This is hard. I'm just naming some ways, and I don't have to name all the ways. You already know, and you know what you're already doing. Give yourself some credit for that. Just restore your sense of the sacred, and you will know what to do, and you will follow your own heart. I'm not afraid that you won't. I know that you will. And this is complicated, right? If you do one thing instead of another thing, and then you read somewhere, oh, that's actually causing more problem than this thing. I get a hybrid car because I want to use less gas, and then I find out that the lithium battery that needs to go into the hybrid car causes there's not always a clear answer. There's not. It's complicated. So you use your mind. You use your sense of the sacred. You ask the question, what is mine to do? And you do that. Or will you do it perfectly? Do I do it perfectly? Nowhere near. And perfect is not the point. And one more time, I'm going to quote Thich Nhat Hanh. I love this. A bodhisattva, now the Buddha was a bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is an enlightened being that chooses to stay on earth in order to help other beings be enlightened. A bodhisattva doesn't have to be perfect. Anyone who is aware of what is happening and who tries to wake up and wake up other people is a bodhisattva. We are all bodhisattvas doing our best. Take that in for a minute. I just want you to breathe that. Did you know you were a Buddha? And yes, I know that all of these things are a drop in the bucket. That's not the point. The point is, don't be unconscious. Stay aware, make awake choices, own them, Try to live your own consequences rather than putting your consequences on others. And make the choice to love, whatever that looks like to you. Ask yourself as you leave here today, how do I today? If I recycle it, will it go to the dump? It might. So what's the point of recycling it? For me, it just means I did something. I did what I could. Then it's in someone else's hands, and it's their karma now. I use my vote. I do what I can, and then I let it go. To consider all my relations is, I'm not saying that this will save Mother Earth. I don't know what will, if anything will. I don't know what will save us. But here's what I know. When I consider all my relations, that helps my own soul's growth. When I ignore, because it's uncomfortable, all my relations, when I ignore Mother Earth, then that is detrimental to me. And really, the only thing I'm ultimately responsible for while I'm here is what is mine to do. Responsible for my own soul's growth, because as I grow the planet, because there's no separation and we are all one. So I invite you today to receive love from the Mother and then to give it back again. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to take that into a meditation. Make it a short one, because believe it or not, I talked a little long. Who knew she would do that? So just center yourself, if you can, in this room. Feel what it feels like to sit on this bench. Feel what it feels like to take breath into your body. And know that at this moment you are being held up by Mother Earth. You are being supported. You're sitting on a wooden bench, a part of the Mother given to you. You are breathing. Life is being delivered to you through your breath in every single moment. So just take a moment to say thank you for that. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Mother. I understand that you really love me. And I want to love in the same way, to the best of my human ability. And in your mind's eye, perhaps, go to a place that when someone says, "Do you love nature?" pops into your mind. Is it sitting in the canopy of a tree? Is it sitting under a tree? Is it lying on the sand by an ocean? Is it swimming in a lake? Is it in a beautiful red desert? Is it a place in your own backyard? It doesn't matter, because the Mother is everywhere. So whatever you are picturing as Mother Nature in this moment, just say thank you. Thank you that that vision is available to me. Let it nurture me. Let it teach me how to be loved and how to love. Ultimately, that is why we are here, to love and be loved. And we can't just participate in half that equation. We can't. To love and to be loved are the same process. If we do not allow love in, we have no love to give. If we do not give love, we are not allowing love to flow through us. It's both and. And so sitting in this place in nature in your mind's eye, perhaps just ask yourself the question, how can I love you better today, Mother? You never call me and complain. And I want to acknowledge that. I want to take in the love that you're giving. And I ask, how can I love you today? And whatever comes to mind, you can trust that. You have asked the mother is present with you, and the mother is giving you answers. So notice as you walk through your day, the ways the mother is answering your questions. Understand that you are as much a part of the earth as every single element of the earth is a part of you. No separation. No distance at all except that which we imagine. And so as we ask, we give ourselves to the process of being in conscious union. With the divine. And male or female, old or young, with kids, without, you can honestly say to yourself, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And so it is. Amen.